Hello and welcome to MBKM Models. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and follow for more aircraft documentaries and model build videos. The Blue Angels is a flight demonstration squadron of the United States Navy. Formed in 1946, the unit is the second oldest formal aerobatic team in the world, after the French Patrooya de France formed in 1931. The team composed of 5 Navy and 1 Marine Corps demonstration pilot flying Boeing FA-18 Super Hornets. The Blue Angels typically perform aerial displays in at least 60 shows annually at 30 locations throughout the United States and 2 shows at 1 location in Canada. The Blues still employ many of the same practices and techniques used in the inaugural 1946 season. An estimated 11 million spectators view the squadron during air shows from March until November each year. Members of the Blue Angels team also visit more than 50,000 people in schools, hospitals and community functions at air show cities. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have flown for more than 505 million spectators. As of November 2011, the Blue Angels received $37 million annually from the annual Department of Defense budget. The mission of the United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron is to showcase the pride and professionalism of the United States Navy and Marine Corps by inspiring a culture of excellence and service to the country through flight demonstrations and community outreach. The Blue Angels were originally formed in April 1946 as the Navy Flight Exhibition Team. They changed their name to the Blue Angels after seeing an advertisement for the New York nightclub The Blue Angel, also known as the Blue Angel Supper Club, in the New Yorker magazine. The team was first introduced as the Blue Angels during an air show in July 1946. The first Blue Angels demonstration aircraft wore navy blue, nearly black with gold lettering. The current shades of blue and yellow were adopted when the first demonstration aircraft were transitioned from the Grumman F6 F5 Hellcat to the Grumman F8 F1 Bearcat in August 1946. The aircraft wore an all-yellow scheme with blue markings during the 1949 show season. The original Blue Angels insignia or crest was designed in 1949 by Lieutenant Commander Orley Dusty Rhodes, their third flight leader and first jet fighter leader. The aircraft silhouettes change as the team changes aircraft. The Blue Angels transitioned from propeller-driven aircraft to blue and gold jet aircraft Grumman F9 F2B Panthers in August 1949. The Blue Angels demonstration teams began wearing leather jackets and special colored flight suits with the Blue Angels insignia in 1952. In 1953 they began wearing gold-colored flight suits for the first show of the season and to commemorate milestones for the flight demonstration squadron. The Navy Flight Exhibition Team was reorganized and commissioned the United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron on the 10th of December 1973. During their aerobatic demonstration, the 6-member team flies FA-18E Super Hornets, split into the diamond formation Blue Angels 1-4 and the lead and opposing solos Blue Angels 5 and 6. Most of the show alternates between maneuvers performed by the diamond formation and those performed by the solos. The diamond, in tight formation and usually at lower speeds 400 miles per hour, performs maneuvers such as formation loops, rolls and transitions from one formation to another. The solos showcase the high performance capabilities of their individual aircraft through the execution of high-speed passes, slow passes, fast rolls, slow rolls and very tight turns. The highest speed flown during an air show is 700 miles per hour, just under Mach 1, and the lowest speed is 126 miles per hour, 110 knots during section high alpha with the new Super Hornet, about 115 knots with the old legacy Hornet. Some of the maneuvers include both solo aircraft performing at once, such as opposing passes towards each other in what appears to be a collision course, and mirror formations back to back-to-back belly-to-belly or wingtip-to-wingtip with one jet flying inverted. The solos join the diamond formation near the end of the show for a number of maneuvers in the delta formation. The parameters of each show must be tailored in accordance with local weather conditions at showtime. In clear weather, the high show is performed; in overcast conditions, a low show is performed; and in limited visibility weather permitting, the flat show is presented. The high show requires at least an 8,000-foot (2,400 meters) ceiling and visibility of at least 3 nautical miles (6 kilometers) from the show's center point. The minimum ceilings allowed for low and flat shows are 4,500 feet and 1,500 feet respectively. The team flew the McDonnell Douglas FA-18 Hornet for 34 years from 1986 until 2020. The team currently flies the Boeing FA-18 Super Hornet. In August 2018, Boeing was awarded a contract to convert 9 single-seat FA-18E Super Hornets and 2 F-18 F2-seaters for Blue Angels use. Modifications to each FA-18EF include removal of the weapons and replacement with a tank that contains smoke oil used in demonstrations, and outfitting the control stick with a spring system for more precise aircraft control input. Control sticks are tensioned with 40 pounds (18 kilograms) of force to allow the pilot minimal room for non-commanded movement of the aircraft. Each modified FA-18 remains in the fleet and can be returned to combat duty aboard an aircraft carrier within 72 hours. As converted aircraft were delivered, they were used for testing maneuvers starting in mid-2020. The team's Super Hornets became operational by the beginning of 2021, their 75th anniversary year. The show's narrator flies Blue Angels No. 7, a 2-seat FA-18F Hornet, to show sights. The Blues use these jets for backups, and to give demonstration rides to VIP civilians. Usually 2 backseats rides are available at each air show. One goes to a member of the press and the other to the key influencer. The No. 4 slot pilot often flies the No. 7 aircraft on Friday's practice so that pilots from the fleet and future team members can experience the show. The Blue Angels use a United States Marine Corps Lockheed C-130J Super Hercules nicknamed Fat Albert for their logistics, carrying spare parts, equipment, and to carry support personnel between shows. Annual winter training takes place at NASL Central California, where new and returning pilots hone skills learned in the fleet. During winter training, the pilots fly 2 practice sessions per day 6 days a week to fly the 120 training missions needed to perform the demonstration safely. The separation between the formation of aircraft and their maneuver altitude is gradually reduced over the course of about 2 months in January and February. The team then returns to their home base in Pensacola, Florida in March and continues to practice throughout the show season. A typical week during the season has practices at NAS Pensacola on Tuesday and Wednesday mornings. The team then flies to its show venue for the upcoming weekend on Thursday, conducting circle and arrival orientation maneuvers upon arrival. The team flies a practice air show at the show site on Friday. This show is attended by invited guests but is often open to the general public. The main air shows are conducted on Saturdays and Sundays, with the team returning home to NAS Pensacola on Sunday evenings after the show. Monday is an off day for the Blues demonstration pilots and road crew. Extensive aircraft maintenance is performed on Sunday evening and Monday by maintenance team members. Pilots maneuver the flight stick with their right hand and operate the throttle with their left. They do not wear G-suits because the air bladders inside repeatedly deflate and inflate, interfering with that stability. To prevent blood from pooling in their legs, Blue Angel pilots have developed a method for tensing their muscles to prevent blood from pooling in their lower extremities, possibly rendering them unconscious. In response to the coronavirus outbreak, the Blue Angels flew over multiple U.S. cities as a tribute to healthcare and frontline workers. The Blues officially transitioned to Boeing FA-18EF Super Hornets on the 4th of November 2020. In July 2022, Lieutenant Amanda Lee was announced as the first woman to serve as a demonstration pilot in the Blue Angels. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and until next time.